single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm from the slums too. You know what blew my mind when I had a hat. My mother bought me a hat in the '70s. The Robin Hood hat was a really fly hat to have.
I got my liquor, I got my clothing, I got my potato chips. I'm just grinding, man.
Lil Boosie, check this out, right? Who are you? It's who are you? What happened? What happened to you to make you the way you are?
You know, I come from the slums, you know, bad.
No, I know we all come from the slums,
yeah.
But it's something about the slums. Like it's something. No, about. Let's talk about me.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm from the slums too. You know what blew my mind when I had a hat. My mother bought me a hat in the '70s. The Robin Hood hat was a really fly hat to have. I must have been 9 or something, but for some reason I had an innate. I like style. I like clothes. It's out of the blue. I like clothes, and somebody punched me in my face. He became my good friend too eventually, but he punched me in my face and took my hat, and that blew my mind. That blew my mind, and ever since then, I didn't understand world, and people would pick on me, take my money. I became not a nice person. I hurt people, and just really bad stuff. But what happened? How did you? That's who I am now. I'm an insecure kid. I'm really scared all the time, but everybody thinks I'm fucking fearless.
What changed me?
Yeah.
What
happened to you? Yeah. Why do you
a hustler?
No, it's not. No,
like
the way you are now. That has nothing to do with hustling. It's the way you are now caused you to hustle. Just the way you think, the way you think about yourself in the world.
I just think about always going further in the world, you know.
What's that? What's going further?
Further is just expanding. It's just making a better way for my kids. You know, I got a lot of hustle in me. I got a lot of hustle in me from always wanting when I was a kid. I always wanted when I was a kid. And
why did you want?
Because nobody in my family really had. So I always wanted to look like Calvin, the drug dealers and shit. And now I just got a hunger for one more. That's just a part of me. I always want more. Like I don't never settle for shit. I felt, you know, and then I came home from prison with nothing. You know, I came home with nothing, so I've been home 5 years, and I'm just refreshed. You know, and I feel like prison made me a better man. It made me smarter. It made me a businessman. Yeah, good, Pat.
So what?
Hey, you peep what Mike did. Boosie had a blunt, and Mike handed him a lighter because he didn't light it yet. And he said, "Can I have some of that too?" And then Boosie said, "Yeah, good gas."
He said, "Yeah, good gas."
Yeah. He passed him a lighter, and Mike actually said, "Can I have some of that too?" Like he wanted to hit his blunt, because Mike normally smokes raw papers, but he wanted to share a blunt with him. It's gonna play, like you're gonna see later on in the clips. I actually haven't finished this whole interview. I didn't finish the last 10 minutes.
Man, I know the whole time Mike was like psychologically manipulating and dialogue and playing a deeper psychological game than just the conversation.
Yes. Because he, even when Boosie, like Mike smokes raws, but Boosie had a blunt, he was like, "Oh, I love blunts. He had one of those." He was like, "Oh man, this takes me back. I love blunts so much." Like, and then he would ask him a question, and he'd be like, "So how do you feel about yourself?" Like, oh,
man, I love that way of thinking, man. Like, I just love the questions that he asks, and I'm like, what made you like this? And his answers tell more about him than what he's saying. like the way he's answering the question tells more about Boosie than the words that are actually coming out of his mouth.
Right.
And Mike Tyson gets that. I just love that level of thinking, man. It's beautiful.
This man. Yeah. Good pack.
So what do you listen? Oh, this is what I want to say. How do you feel about other people's feelings? You know, you offend a lot of people. You talk about fucking gay motherfuckers, homos, and faggots.
No. A lot of times I need to shut the fuck up. It's just.
Why don't you?
I don't know, man.
Why don't you?
Why don't you? You see how you see how fast Boosie answered though? He was not ready for like no conflict with Mike Tyson. He didn't even let Mike Tyson finish. Like he already had that predetermined that he was gonna say that.
Oh, this is crazy.
How do you feel about other people's feelings? You know, you offend a lot of people. You talk about fucking gay motherfuckers, homos, and faggots.
No. A lot of times I need to shut the fuck up. It's just.
Why don't you?
I don't know, man. It be hard. Like, you know, it be hard. My mama got on my ass yesterday, telling me I need to shut the fuck up. But when it be on my heart, I want, you know, I gotta say something sometimes.
You know, sometimes if it's nice, I'm sure your mother said this is what everybody says. I don't need black people. If you have something nice to say, don't say it at all.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you know, you know, sometimes it's hard to say to yourself, you know, I don't like myself, but I don't know how to change. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't like myself for a long time because I did a lot of shit to people. That's just who I am. I'm an abused kid that abused people. Till to this day, I haven't abused anybody, probably myself, but I'm still a predator. And you can't stop it if you're that person. I think we're all that way. All of us are.
This is the part I felt. He said, to this day, I haven't abused anybody, but I'm still a predator. Ooh, like that resonated with my spirit. I was like, I feel it, Mike. like I haven't abused anybody, but I'm still a predator. Like,
I think he said he abused himself. Did he say that?
Yes, that's me. Like, yo, Mike be explaining like I abuse myself in workouts. I abuse myself like pushing myself, doing beyond like just human stuff possible. It's like it's constant abuse. It's me and Mike is so like I understand where he's coming from now. He's like, but I'm still a predator, and it's almost like you abuse yourself so that you don't abuse others. But you're gonna get it out somehow, because that's the predator in you.
But I'm still a predator, and you can't stop it if you're that person. I think we're all that way. All of us are. Our survival mechanism makes us all predators. Make sure we stay out of everybody's way, the right people's way. Else be friendly with the right person so we can have power. Get a collab. You know, that's just human nature. That happens without us even thinking. We do that without even thinking. So that's what I wanted. I always wanted to die. I always wanted to kill myself, but I couldn't kill myself, so now I got to deal with who I am. So I got to change myself. I got to find out who I am. I got to look into myself and find out who I am. And find out why do I say these things about certain people. You know? Why do you say things about person that might be a homosexual? Why do you say that about them? Do you feel there's a possibility that you're a homosexual and you by disrespect them, you further yourself from being a homosexual or thinking you may like homosexuals?
Nah, I'm straight as an arrow. I'm just saying, you know.
I'm not saying you are, but why do you have? If you're straight, why do you? I really
commented on the Dwayne Wade situation because I got offended because it's a child. You know, that's why I really got offended. You know, and that's why I really said if it was a motherfucking 19-year-old, 18-year-old grown person, I probably wouldn't. I know I wouldn't have said nothing.
Why did you?
But I felt like you know,
I'm just saying, you know, I'm not judging you. Don't ever think I'm here judging you. I'm just trying to understand you.
Yeah.
You know,
And
'cause I got some demons. You ain't in my world when it comes to demons.
yeah,
Man, you ever go?
But just tell me why.
it was just like, I just felt like, that's a child.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And-
'Cause I got some demons. You ain't in my world when it comes to demons.
Yeah.
So he's gonna say, I'm not judging you, comfort him, all that. I'm not judging you. I just want to understand you. But you ain't in my world when it comes to demons. I'm like, scare him away. Like, you gonna invite him to scare him away. Like, damn, this nigga Mike is volatile.
Okay, but just tell me why.
Hey,
It was
no,
just-
hold
I
on.
usually drink dark,
Hold
though.
on.
Dark liquor.
Did
I'm
you
with
see-
anything dark.
Did you see Boosie's face when he said he had some demons?
No, rewind it.
Boosie was like smiling, and then he was like, "Oh shit!" Like, hey, look at his face.
World when it comes to demons.
Yeah.
Okay, but just tell me why.
Hey, that smile. Hey, that little smile was so uncomfortable. Like, oh, are you like what? Like, he smiled like I get it, but then reality kicked in. Like, no, I don't get it.
All he could do is nod his head. Yeah,
Hey,
smile
did you see the little did you see the little 1 second grin though? That shit says a lot. Hey, Boosie's non-verbal communication is so powerful. Like all throughout here, like I love the cameraman how they zoom in on his face and his eyes, and you can see every time he touched his face, every time his like eyes fluttered, every time like you know what I'm saying. All his little subtleties say a lot about everything.
Dog, it's crazy. It's crazy. This is why I wanted you to see this video. We're only 6 minutes in. They start to really talk like deep. Like, so it gets deep.
All I saw was just that part. I didn't see the whole interview, so it's gonna get interesting for me.
Hey man, same here, bro. I only watched halfway through.
All right.
I gotta look at his reaction because he was like, that's crazy.
You think I'm here judging you? I'm just trying to understand you.
Yeah.
Hold on. Pause it real quick. Bro, this nigga kept talking like what I don't understand is how people don't have the awareness to know that I'm not talking to you. Like I'm not talking to you. And I will be literally saying stuff to you on here, and he would just hop in a conversation like, yeah, I'm like, nigga, I'm not talking to you. Hey, the same thing with my boy earlier when I was in the car. I was on the phone with you, and he kept saying little slick stuff like just to kind of get my attention. Like, I don't understand that.
Same thing be happening to me, man.
Like, y'all really want my energy that bad? Am I that like magnetized? Do I have that type of magnetism towards people?
There's something about you, man.
That shit is deep.
It is. Soul ties.
Whew.
Say to go sip of the wine. Woo!
And the funny part about it, I was just trying to be cool, just so I can have like a good energy in the room, because I haven't really talked to do yet, and I just moved into his room randomly, and it's just like, like, yeah, I'll take a drink. Like, oh yeah, nice jacket, bro. What you into? Just just being cool, just to keep the energy cool. But then it's like people always take it to the next level. Like, oh yeah, we cool and we can talk, but like, you don't have to dive all the way into my world right now while I'm on the phone.
Is this your first time meeting him?
Yeah, it's like literally, because when I came in, he was not here, and then when he came in, I was asleep. So this is the first time we both have been like up and awake in each other's presence.
Is where are you at? In your room?
So yeah, it's his room really. I moved into his space.
Wait, so it's a shared room?
Yeah.
It's not like separate rooms?
Mm-mm.
What? I thought you had separate rooms.
All of the barracks is built different, so this is just one that's built with two people sharing one room.
Oh my goodness, that's
It's
crazy.
it's the first time I ever experienced that. Usually it'd be my room and his room, but it'd be separated somehow. This is like all straight up one room, like basic training type shit.
So where did he go?
Outside somewhere.
What the fuck? So you
They
can't
ain't
have
asking.
private conversations no more.
I mean, I can't. I had one last night. You know, I'm quiet, so I'll try to respect other people's like peace and sleep. So I'll just try to talk kind of quiet.
Dang. Well, um, that's just yeah. He seems like he's about to be nosy.
I feel like he just needs some love, man. A lot of these men be needing love, man. It's deep.
There's no women out here giving him love, so they're trying to get it from somewhere.
Like men be wanting love and attention for sure.
Man.
I mean, I'm here to help. You know,
Mm.
I'm here to help. You know, just make sure you reciprocate it and give me your best. Give me your best energy, love, and light, and we could work.
Ain't babysit no grown ass nigga.
Nah, not babysit. Just just give me back your best.
That's true. That's true. I'm gonna get back to this video.
All right.
You know,
And
I got some demons. You ain't in my world when it comes to demons.
yeah.
Okay, but just tell me what.
Yeah. You said yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Hey, I will say this. Shout out to Boosie for actually showing up. You know, like he could have easily avoided this and been like, I'm busy or whatever, but he showed up for the conversation like a real fucking man. Like that's some real man shit to me at his highest level, because he didn't have to come and talk to Tyson, and he knew he was gonna get addressed on all the tough shit. But he showed up like a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I respect it greatly.
That's a fact.
It was just like, I just felt like, that's a child. I feel like a child ain't at 12 can't make that decision. I feel like that's just how I felt, and certain things I talk about on like that. I just felt like that was going too far.
I agree with you.
You calling him or her. Like that's just going too far. At 12 years old, it's like
What? Check this out. I agree with you 100%, right? I agree with you, right? Me.
Hey, I agree with you, right? That was a psychological move. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you, right? That was disarming him. Like there was a setup. Like Mike Tyson speaks like how he fights. He hit niggas with the parry or the side step or the feint, and then he goes in for the kill. But that I agree with you. See, I agree with you, right? It was a setup for something he about to
Like
punch him.
the fact that he said I agree with you, right? It's like, yeah, you do agree with me. Like we agree together. Like that's so disarming.
And then he said it again with like a different tone. Like,
Look at his face. Look at his face. I got this nigga.
I agree with you. I agree with you, right? But
Look at his face. Like you could see, like it's all in his eyes. Like you could just see, like he's setting up the master plan, bruh. Like, oh man, I gotta play it back.
But check this out. I agree with you 100%, right? I agree with you, right? Me, I agree with you.
I love that.
Hey, did you hear the third one? He said,
hey, for real.
did you hear the third one? He said, me, I agree with you. Like me. Hey, Mike.
I agree with you, right? Me, I agree with you. But check this out. Who the fuck am I to say anything? We can't, what I think don't mean a motherfucking thing. You know what I mean? But I got a big ego. I think I'm somebody I can help the world because I'm Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? But I created this fucking image of I ain't Mike Tyson, who I am, whatever people think I am. But I know I put some scary shit out there. I know it's out there, because I'm afraid. That's what kind of We have to know who we really are. We think we know who we are. who the fuck are we to make a comment about somebody's life? Who are you? What happened to you that you think that you're somebody to make a comment on somebody's life? I used to think that I could make a comment on somebody's life.
My mama said the same thing. But,
Yeah.
you know, she said, who am I to think I can make a comment about somebody else's child? But, you know, I said it and I stand on what I say.
Really?
Yeah, I said
Fuck.
it. I said it and I stand on what I say.
Hey man, hey, no matter how wrong somebody think you is, or how much you make it seem like you were getting bitched by Mike Tyson, the realest thing you could have said is I said it and I stand on what I said. That's a real fucking man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some real man shit. He did not sway. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know he is shook out his drawers right now, he did not sway on his stance on how he felt, and I respect that.
Man. Hey, you give me a whole new perspective on this, a whole new perspective on this video, bro. Like whole new perspective.
So like,
You know what? About
that's a
myself,
12-year-old child.
I realize about myself, sometimes I can say, fuck, I'm wrong.
You married?
Huh?
You married?
Yeah, I'm married, and being married is a war too.
Yeah, I never been married.
But it's a
But hold on. Did you peep this? Let's back it up even before the biggest. When he said when they was like when Boosie is smart himself because when he realized they couldn't see when they realized they couldn't see eye to eye, he switched up the subject. You married?
Hey, no. I peep when he said my mama said the same thing. That's where Boosie hit his little parry and his little side step. Like this is really a boxing match. You know what I'm saying? So Boosie hit him with some shit too. Like my mama said the same thing. That was a hit right there. That was a hit.
Hey, I peeped.
Boosie ain't no sucker either. Like it's a street nigga that survived the streets too. He just ain't like physically beat niggas up, but I'm pretty sure Boosie got plenty of wins to be where he's at in the world. You know what I'm saying? As like a certified street nigga that's in stardom right now. I'm pretty sure Boosie had to mind fuck plenty of motherfuckers. Matter of fact, I know he has to be where he at. Nigga, the street people is the most fucking cunning people ever.
Damn.
fuck, I'm wrong.
You married?
Huh?
You married?
Yeah, I'm married, and being married is a war too.
Yeah, I never been married.
But it's a war of love, you know.
Yeah.
Look, love is so inconceivable. It's free and it's all around us, but we think we have to pay for it. We think it's very difficult to have. We think if we don't do something great, like kill somebody for it, we can't receive it and buy it.
Do you ever feel like this, Mike? Like, since you a king, even though you married, like, if that's your soulmate, why can't, when you feel that way, my wife, I have to go get me another woman.
Tell me about this. Let me hear this. I like this.
My wife, I have to go get me another woman when I feel like that. You know, that's you gotta be like the motherfucking.
So Boosie was smart enough to redirect the conversation. Because Boosie was in the corner getting beat the fuck up. And he just got the fuck up out of there.
He started with, "Are you married?" No, he started with, "My mama said that." And he said, "Are you married?" And then he went to this.
So Boosie is in control of the conversation right now. So they never even really dove all the way into what Mike really wanted to dive into. Because now he got Mike and his what? And his emotions.
Damn. You give me a whole new perspective on this video. I didn't even peep. You blow my mind, bro.
Them wives that whatever my man want, you provide it.
I love this guy because I'm the same mentality.
You gotta cook, clean, whatever he want, you provide.
Same mentality.
I love this guy. I love this. And you see how confident Boosie is talking and how his voice projection changed? Boosie knew he had something. So he turned his volume up. Like, Mike, I'm a man too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you my energy too. And now, who's backing down now? Now Tyson is disarmed because Tyson is like, oh, now this I want to get into this. You're not such a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? You actually got some things in common.
Oh, damn! We said we got some things in common. I love this guy. Oh man, that's crazy.
The whole conversation just got a lot lighter.
Wow.
Oh, whatever my man want, you provide it.
I love this guy because I'm the same mentality.
You gotta cook, clean, whatever he want, you provide.
I have the same mentality, nigga. I agree.
That's just for the thrill.
I agree.
You know,
Hey, that part got me. That's just for the thrill. Like, I love that shit, yo. That shit got me hyped. Bro. He said that's just for the thrill. Like, it's right. His terminology, how he said it, thrill. Like everything, he put his South twang on it, all that shit, man. Like, this man Boosie, man, this is just a dope interview because I can actually relate to the stuff they talking about too. Like, I actually do feel the same way as a man. Like, he's not saying anything that's inaccurate.
I'm home to you. That's just for the thrill. We gonna fuck this bitch together. This just lust.
I know. Listen,
it's
right?
Just lust.
No, listen, right?
Like, I couldn't control myself if I couldn't get my lust off in a marriage.
Nigga, I'm about to tell you something. Suppose
He said, nigga, I'm about to tell you something.
You could tell he's hype.
Listen, right?
Like, I couldn't control myself if I couldn't get my lust off in a marriage.
Nigga, I'm about to tell you something. Suppose your wife really, she did it because of you, but now she's getting at a stage where she doesn't like it anymore.
Right. That comes with a lot of threesomes I do.
What do you do?
With my,
Hey man, I feel like only me and you could find like every segment like something like interesting about every little segment that they say. That nigga said that come with a lot of threesomes that I do. Oh shit.
I like how you slipped that in there.
I bag off a little bit, then speed it back up.
How do you feel about self-respect?
A lot of threesomes I do.
What do you?
If I couldn't get my lust off in a marriage.
Nigga, I'm about to tell you something. Suppose your wife really, she did it because of you, but now she's getting at a stage where she doesn't like it anymore.
Right. That comes with a lot of threesomes I do.
What do you do?
With my, I bag off a little bit, then.
Hey, you can see how Mo3 was laughing when he said that come with a lot of threesomes. He's truly laughing.
With my, I bag off a little bit, then speed it back up.
How do you feel about self-respect? Do you feel you have self-respect? And if you do, how do you feel self-respect is being branched on yourself? How do you feel?
You see how Mike flipped it back again? How do you feel about self-respect? Like, he started drilling them too at the core, like getting back on them again. Like, he was like, all right, let me get you back on the ropes. Like, you slipping, but that's crazy. He flipped it right back again. Like, okay, I'm a man. I like this guy. But how you feel about yourself? Like,
yeah, this is a mental jousting match right now, and Mike is in full control because he's fucking just he playing everything, he laying it all out, and Boosie is just like, Boosie think he in control, but Mike is like, nah, still got you.
This is crazy. This is deep.
Feel about self-respect. Do you know what self-respect is?
Explain it to me.
Huh?
Explain it to me.
I might have. Self-respect is the illusion of yourself. How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel you should be treated? How do you treat people?
I feel I treat people with respect.
Okay. So I want to point out this. This dude is the dude who got shot. Look how uncomfortable he is look how uncomfortable that nigga is when he's talking about self-respect.
Of yourself. How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel you should be treated? How do you treat people? I treat people.
What did that mean to you? What did that nonverbal communication mean to you?
Like he's not even talking to him, but it's like he's talking to him. A lot of people said this whole interview was with Boosie, but he was really talking to him the whole time.
Why
Cause
him though?
this dude has like a lot of he talked about a lot of hurt and pain in his songs, and he was involved in a lot of different stuff. And apparently,
So you think Tyson researched that and was like mind fucking them both?
maybe so. I never followed this dude Mo 3, but I heard like just listen to the snippet of his song. You heard that last part? He said, trying to take all this pain up out of me. Something.
That's what make a R&B artist good. That emotion.
And you see right here how he was like, how you feel about yourself, self-respect. And you just heard his lyrics and look at him. Like, this old nigga want to talk about self-respect.
How do you treat people?
I feel like I treat people with respect.
You see all of those emotions? Like if like you know how like Barack Obama, when you ask him questions and you look at his body language, he's just, well, yeah, and it's just the casual, like calm shit. It's not like when you ask him something, he go, like it's not really pestering him. Obama's so smooth. He's like, well, and Mo 3, his body language was like, oh shit, like, it's interesting.
I treat people with loyalty. Those who
You feel you should be treated. How do you treat people?
I feel like I treat people with respect. I treat people with loyalty. Those who are loyal to me, who deserve respect.
How does somebody do? This is interesting. I like you, man. Listen, I'm you, nigga. At one time, how did somebody deserve respect?
Respect gone. What you do for me. That's what I go on my respect for. Like, what the fuck do you do for me to get respect? You know what I'm saying?
What do you do to him to get respect?
I'm there for him. His kids go to jail, I got him. I feed him. I bond him out. Anybody, I'm there for him.
Do you expect something back from doing that?
No, I just want my niggas not to turn. Just don't flip on me. I'm gonna put us in positions to get the money. I don't want them to flip.
Listen.
And a lot of times that shit came back and hunted me.
Listen, let me explain this to you. I'm older than you, right? I'm 54. You can't pay nobody not to flip. It's in their soul to flip. It's in their DNA to flip. They're not.
Hey, come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. That's the coldest bar he could have said. You can't pay niggas to be real. You can't pay niggas like, hey, niggas is going. If the jank is in them, it's in them. It's in them.
Mike is deep.
Older than you, right? I'm 54.
I like how he likes to establish like his credential. Like, I'm older than you, right? Like, listen up. Like
it's a science. It's a science to be this articulate and to use your words for warfare. He's not just saying words. It's poetic, and you know how to put things together to show a story and to impact people. It make everything hit harder when you say, I'm older than you, right? That's his credentials for sure. It's gonna make you tune in a little bit harder.
Yeah, you are older than me. Yeah, like, what do you know? Like
that's also a fallacy. but he's using it in a very artistic way.
I
It's
know.
like since I'm right about this, I'm gonna be right about my next thing, which isn't a fact, but it's definitely a tool for war. Since you say yes to this, then you're gonna say yes to this. That's a fallacy.
Mm, Mike is smart. He's a genius.
You can't pay nobody not to flip. It's in their soul to flip. It's in their DNA to flip it. They're not tough enough for this particular.
Yeah.
This is like me. I can't buy friends, nigga. I don't like myself, so I gotta buy somebody. I don't think somebody's gonna like who I am, so
All right, this part about the secretary is about to come up soon. It's about to be so fire.
I hide who I am, and I pay people money. I see they like money. They like how I look. You know, they like the cars I drive, the houses I have. You know, I pay for that shit because I'm insecure. I'm afraid they won't like me if they know who I really am and the shit I really do or the shit I really like that might be weird to them.
Hey man, I love how tapped in he is to the dark side, man. I love it.
He said that might be weird for him. A little evil chuckle.
Like, what the fuck is Mike Tyson into? Like, really?
I'm saying, like, got Boosie thinking like this nigga got some shit in his closet. Like, it's crazy. That's crazy.
Really like that might be weird to them.
Like, even look at his facial expressions before he does it. Like, it's like a spooky.
Shit I really do or the shit I really like that might be weird to them.
And then look, he grins, might be weird. Like, right? Like, his whole face, everything is like, and he's looking Boosie directly in the eye. Like, and he's a creep with it too, because right before he laughs, he hunches down. He hunches down, like he gets small. Like it might be weird, right? And then like pop up at you with the laugh. Like, it's
I
crazy.
really do or the shit I really like that might be weird to them.
Right there. It might be weird to them. And then like he makes himself small just to be like like pop out like like it's crazy.
Hey, Mike Tyson really, his spirit is so strong that his body is just adapting to what his spirit is putting out there.
Oh my
I feel like he's so tapped in that he's not trying to do these things. He's just really tapped into his spirit frequency to whatever he's channeling right now. He's just so tapped in that his body is just adapting that vibration.
This is powerful, bro.
And how would you like somebody to know who you really are? You want to tell them. You really want to tell people who you are, but something's holding you back. That's why you do it in such a crazy way. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's something you want people to know, but you don't like it about yourself, and you hope they don't judge you. You know.
Now, real quick. The reason why he could say that is because Mike Tyson actually faced his demons, and he went through those phases, and he understands himself on a deeper level on why he was acting up, and he already had that self-discovery moment. With Boosie being a rapper and being a street nigga, a lot of people, they don't address that part of themselves because they so wrapped up into being a street nigga that they never really get a chance to understand themselves on a deeper level. Mike had a level of vulnerability. Remember those dudes that you showed me in the interview and they was talking, sounding all soft about their relationships, about being vulnerable? It's power in being vulnerable, because Mike had to be vulnerable with himself and probably had to be vulnerable with a lot of people on his journey of self-discovery. And that's what a lot of men be missing, is that vulnerable moment. That's why I said them dudes that was talking about being vulnerable with their women, like, that's powerful. That's very masculine, because that's how you elevate yourself to be a next level man.
Damn. That's deep.
Boosie ain't had that moment. That's why he's sitting there like, shit. Mike, what the fuck
He
you
looked
talking
down
about?
on his body language says it all. Like,
Crazy way. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's something you want people to know, but you don't like it about yourself, and you hope they don't judge you.
body language says it all. He's like looking away, all that. Like he really like He's gonna say later in this interview, he's gonna be like, "So what do you think about this, Boosie?" And Boosie's gonna be like, "I don't know, man. Like, you know, just keep talking that shit. Just keep talking. Like it's too much for it. Hey, this interview was deep. Like it was going to the core. Like there's gonna be a lot for Boosie to digest. Also, Lil Boosie recently got shot too in Texas too.
What?
Yeah, he got
Like
shot. All right, so he was going to Mo3's funeral and then he got shot.
what?
Yeah, Boosie's in the hospital right now.
I did not know that. That's
Yeah, bro,
crazy.
he's in the hospital right, bro. Everybody is like, 2020 is crazy. 2020 is crazy, bro. Boosie just got shot. He got shot like a few times and not even once.
Wow, man. Hey, man, part of me, hey, man, I know this might sound crazy, but a part of me is just like, let's take us all out, man. Let's hit the reset button for everybody.
Man, it's wild out here, bro. It's wild out here. Look, Boosie was shot. You probably can't even see it, but it just says Boosie was shot in Dallas. He was at the wake of King of Mo 3, and they
I
shot
don't
him.
understand. I don't understand the niggas that still out here shooting people, like still out here riding for the streets, like.
I feel like that's a setup, like a government setup. Like there's no way right now. I feel like that's a government setup, like with Tupac and Biggie. Like I feel like this is
Yeah,
supposed to get some shit
like
riled up.
they just hire a nigga to just go busting and be like, oh, this, or just get a broke street nigga and be like,
It,
look, if you don't do this shooting, bro, we're gonna throw you in jail for life for all this other shit you did.
it's
And that
too
goes
many because how is 6ix9ine not getting shot? Like it's too
because
much.
6ix9ine is a part of the system. 6ix9ine is a tool for them. Like 6ix9ine works for them, and he always has. And the people that don't get that, I feel like is retarded. Like y'all really think 6ix9ine is of the streets? Hell no. I knew 6ix9ine was playing for the other side since the day I seen this nigga. And like, how y'all didn't get that? I don't know.
That is, bro. Honestly, I mean that makes perfect sense. I just, it's crazy because so many people have gotten shot and killed. Like, what's it called? Pop Smoke, um, King Von, like even more people. Like, it's like what's going? All these black dudes in the music industry are getting taken out one by one, like getting plucked off. Like it's wild. And like it's everything is always comes back to COVID. Everything like is a distraction with COVID. It's like let's just it's like you know how those scary movies they be walking through the woods and then the nigga just comes up behind them like this and grabs them and covers their mouth and grabs them and it's like when they were first running it was like 10 people. Now it's 7. Now it's 4. Now it's 3. Now it's 2. Now it's just oh shit and you just running by yourself and that's what it feels like in 2020. Like I wish I could create a visual for that. But it just feels like we're all we started running a race together, and one by one, niggas is getting napped.
You know what's tough, bro? Like we are experiencing all of this crazy 2020 shit from a very high vibration. But what about the people that's experiencing this from a very low vibration? This must be very tough for a lot of people, man. And I think I've been very insensitive to lower vibrational people because this could be a lot for people. And like I know we'd be thinking about things from our high vibrational pedestal, but think of like low vibrational people, how they dealing with this, man. Life could really be hard for some people.
Life is hard for an extreme amount of people right now. Even like me, I don't experience it because I'm able to enjoy my peace in my home. I don't have to go out into the world and see suffering. Like I can control the narrative I want to view through my screen and through discipline. But like you're absolutely right. Go out here, there's a lot of people who are just not built like us at all. And even like the awareness that we have to address the issues that we have, whether it be conscious or subconscious, some people don't even know that they're suffering. Like, say, for example, someone has a bum knee and all they have to do is stretch their hamstring. They've been running with a bum knee their whole life, but we finally show them one good hamstring stretch, and their 10 out of 10 is just a 7 out of 10. Now they know what a true 10 out of 10 feels like. And we've been at that level of awareness all this time. But they've just become so accustomed to it, they don't even realize they're suffering. I see it.
Oh man, it's a wild world we live in, man.
I would say this awareness is a gift and a curse because there's no such thing as a normal life for us. But at the same time, there's no fun in normality. Like every day is an adventure. It turns into a video game. What they consider us to have throughout life, which is psychosis, is the best time for us to make this transition into the 5D. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack with you. I have not been doing anything super spiritual besides just maintaining a positive attitude. And I haven't had any problems regarding my diet, me eating heavy meats. I haven't been meditating. I haven't had no problem sleeping. I haven't had no problems with sex. I haven't been doing nothing good for my body. The only thing I've been putting straight junk, smoking weed, and just not doing the healthiest things. But the one thing I will say is my attitude and my mindset has been like up in the charts. So I don't feel none of this. I don't feel none of it.
Also, you've been taking care of your body so much that like you're getting residual benefits of all of the great things you have done for your body for all of these years.
That's true. That's true. But at the same time, I believe it's a frequency thing because
No, it's both. It's both for sure.
even if I put stuff that is not in alkaline or super vegan, it's not like my awareness goes anywhere or my my ability to just be me. It doesn't go nowhere. Now it's hindered, it's limited, it's not the best version. But even my not so good day is 10 times better than a regular person's every day. And that's what we kind of take advantage of, me and you.
I'm torn like in between like having a genuine deep care and concern about those people versus just being on my high vibration and just enjoying my life.
What you were just explaining is, I'm not spelling it right. I think I have it in my phone, but it's called a Botsiva. It's a person that,
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
bro, I feel like there's a weird part of my personality that is low key like a sociopath where I can just stop all suffering that I'm going through. But then I would negate to enjoy the human experience because I go so hard. Like I would just get so many wins where it'd be like, this is boring. It's almost like I give myself a little bit of challenge just to be like, let me indulge in y'all world so I don't lose too much of what this experience is because it could be robotical. Because when you think about life, if you turn everything into a system, there's almost nothing that can defeat you. Like even if you get in the military, you have to stand in formation and you stand in the cold. If you have the dynamic to process your thoughts and have an imagination to go to wherever you want in your mind, you can just create a system where you're not there. There's so many life hacks that we have as two men, other people don't got.
The military has definitely taught me some more mind control tactics.
And what's that?
Just fucking being in the fucking cold and being uncomfortable and getting through that type of shit just by with your mind, like basic fucking being in the cold all damn day. And just all these uncomfortable situations that you just gotta will your way through.
Man, I know basic training taught you a lot about yourself.
Yeah, that shit was fun. Like I feel like that was like one of my greatest moments in life. I wasn't supposed to finish basic training
Why you say that?
because I fucking broke both my knees.
Damn.
Like literally, I limped through the final work march. I limped through the whole thing. Literally, like however many miles that was, I literally limped through it. Like I almost couldn't walk, and I like literally like a warrior, like drug my way through there, and I actually ended up passing people up. Like it was a point to where like people was getting tired, and we was jogging through the shit, and like I was falling back, and like my knees would be very weak at some point, but then like once my knees got stabilized, I was running, and I was passing people up, and I was like my drive, like both of my knees is fucked, and I'm passing y'all bitch ass niggas up. So every person I passed up, it just kept me like supercharged. Like it was like the movie, like a nigga climbing up a mountain, or somebody else in the boxing match or the war or the fight or the trenches, and you know they just had to will their way through it to get through it. That was my moment. And then afterwards they told me I had 2 torn meniscuses, and I had to get surgery. That's what they told me at AIT. 2
You got
torn
surgeries?
meniscuses. Nope. CBD.
No, you didn't.
CBD works for me.
CBD. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it. I love it, bro. I love it.
But yeah, like literally, I literally like limped through the shit. When I was limping, even I couldn't even finish the marches like at graduation. You know, we had to do our drill and ceremony shit. Like I literally was limping through it, where they almost took me out of it because I looked retarded, like limping. But even in all that pain, I finished. I finished the drill and ceremony and all the shit in front of my parents and all of that. Limped through that motherfucker and got through it with 2 broke knees.
Mm. Damn.
I
Powerful man.
could have easily sat my ass down and just said, "Fuck it, I don't want to finish this shit." But I finished it. And that was the moment for basic training. Like I didn't go through all this bullshit to not finish. Fuck that.
Powerful. Wow. You be telling me some deep stories, man. Like, I can't wait for us to have a podcast. Like, that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
You know, I miss who I am. I'm everything. I miss who the fuck I am, and I'm not ashamed of who I am. But it bothers me that I'm that way. Does that make sense? I'm not ashamed of who I am, but it bothers me that I'm that way. Why am I that way? An image of something that's just totally not what that is not about. I'm such a fucking contradiction and lie to myself, both a contradiction and a lie to what I represent, that is, to what do I look like, the heavyweight former champion. This is what former champs represent, whatever manlyhood is for my fist. That's just who we are. America's that way. That's why I'm that way. We take what we want. America takes what they want, and that's the same toxic energy that guys that are immature and insecure we feed on. The toxic masculinity, to hide who I really am. But keep it real, nigga. We respect them niggas that are killing. So when we see them, we don't think of nothing negative to them because we want to be that image. We want people to feel the way we feel, to feel about us the way we feel about him. Fear.
Yeah.
We want people to fear us. Well, I come from a place where I want fear. Look at my career. I thrived off of fear because I was afraid. I wanted people to fear me.
Yeah, you say you knew you was gonna beat him when you looked in his eye. When you say you knew it was over when he looked in his eye as soon as he got in the ring. I say, damn, Tyson had the motherfucker. He say, when I looked in their eyes as soon as I got in the ring, I knew it.
No, brother, it's like prison. You know who's the bitch.
Yeah.
You know the bitch.
Yeah.
I don't care how much muscles he have, how big he is, you know the bitch.
Yeah. Just like